Song number 6, it's called Sworn Oath. And as I said, the influence of the 80s and the 90s, the way you used to record albums with the time limitation to have a side A, side B, the great thrash classics like Master of Puppets and others, our own classics like Arise have 8 or 9 songs, and we didn't have to expand too much. So that helped a lot for us to really write in that sense, side A, side B. And Sworn Oath have the working title as the opening of the side B. It was born as a side B song. That was our intention, really, to create something epic. A side B in metal, it's very important. It's like a new beginning. After listening to the first the side A, like in the vinyl days, and really enjoying the cover, the artwork, and everything. And then a side B is like a new beginning, really. And it came out once again. Jens brought the violins that really made the song even epicier. And also our friend Maestro Renato Zanuto from Brazil, who wrote and put some keyboards. The mid part is very dramatic. It also is like with clean guitars and a very long instrumental lead part, and it's I think it's a humble tribute to the thrash metal world, and with the epic spice.
Yeah, Sworn Oath is definitely a song, again in the vibe of Brazil. While we were writing, so many different changes happening, and different people that take political office taking an oath to protect the public, to really look after the public, and completely going back on that after being subjected to a lot of money and greed and fame or whatever fortune they're looking for. But it's great, that people are really standing up and starting to realize that they don't want this anymore. They don't want these people. There's this division that they put on as far as stereotypes and different things to confuse the public into where they should focus their energy. But I think the people are really united, and I've always felt that in this song. A lot of the lyrics are about that, uniting as everyone, not taking different sides, but for things that are really important.
Song number 7 is called Resistant Parasites, and it's also very groovier. I think it does
straight to the point, like at the beginning, right? Straight to the point, heavy chorus.
It's one of our strongest songs, but we like to arrange then again, as a strong side B for the album. It is like a more traditional Sepultura song. Either before and with Derrick, I think have all those elements, and I don't know, it's a Sepultura song. There's no much secret in that.
Resistant Parasites. There's a lot of GMO discussion going around, if it's safe, if it's not safe. Obviously, there's something very wrong with it, changing the organisms of the genetics of food and controlling and manipulating it. And it's a way of manipulating the population as well as controlling the food source. It's scary times, so I wanted to write a song kind of based on that. The parasites, the idea of the chemical companies coming in and wanting to protect the plants, and them giving the idea that it's just going to be better for society, but it hasn't changed anything, the GMOs, as far as creating more food for more people. It seems like a lot of lies and a lot of weird diseases coming from this type of food source. So it's just kind of giving people an idea of these parasites they were trying to kill becoming resistant to that. And it can be seen as anything, when you're trying to destroy something you don't have much knowledge about, it can come back and kick you in the ass.
Song number 8, Silent Violence. The song is, I think it came with many different riffs. On the beginning of the whole process of writing the album, I wrote a lot of pieces of guitar riffs, like cells here and there, like some loops. Eloy did the same with the drums, you know. So when he gave me the loops, I kind of made some different edits with different loops, and with those different loops, I did many different guitar parts and stuff, and it's almost like our dear Frankenstein. We love our monster, you know. It's like it is a kind of that, you know, came from many different places, and Jens was really important at the very last stage after the demo, the pre-production was done, to really help to put the final touches and make the song a very nice monster, you know. So it is a really cool, interesting song, because I think me and Eloy, we tried very different parts, not thinking about a very specific structure for a song, but it's really exploring, you know, random ideas that in the end, you know, we create a song.
Lyrically, the song was written about people who keep a lot of anger inside, and stress throughout the day. People are kind of hardwired in their lives. I know Metallic has this name, but
they're smart.
It came around before that, hardwired in their lives, and pretty much a day-to-day being very robotic in a sense. A lot of people have these lives that are like that, and doing these things can stress people out. The stress exists in many different people's lives, but a lot of times there's no release for this stress, which can be problematic health-wise, mentally, and it's a violence that exists inside that's normally silent or kept silent because you're seen as crazy to let it out or anything like that, or somebody thinks that you're disturbed. But it's a song about keeping all that stress and hate inside, which is not healthy at all by any means.
Song number 9, Vandal's Nest. It's a very trashy, fast song with beautiful playable riffs, you know, very open, a lot of fast picking, and a mid part what breaks the tempo, and it comes more like a melodic voice from Derrick, and the lead part, and then comes back the heavy thrash ending, you know. And I think it's one of the songs that would be more fun to play live, you know, for sure. And it was done and was made with that spirit, you know, to play live and have that kind of feeling of the small club thrash gig, sweaty and beautiful.
Punch in the face.
Yeah,
punch in the
yeah,
face.
Yeah,
it's a very aggressive song. Vandals, you know, these corrupt. Again, going back to politics. It was such
our favorite topic.
It was impossible to ignore what was going on here and also around the world, where these vandals literally sit in this nest doing all these things, and they're all corrupt. You know, it's not just one person or another. It's like all of them. Especially here, there was that sense of them just being in this nest and brewing and just spatting out all these different things that were completely robbing the people again. So this was again a very aggressive, angry song written in a way to confront those vandals that sit in their nest. Bastards.
I saw this many times, smothered by the words lashed out from your mouth. You'll pay the price.
Song number 10 is Cyber God. Is the last song on the album. It ends also in the format of like a jamming, especially in the ending, you know, with the fade out, guitar leads, and but it's very groovy as well. You know, starts very strongly, and I remember we call the working title Opet,
yeah.
Right? Because we felt we were doing our Opet song. Of course, there's nothing to it, but in our heads, you know, it helped us to put this together. And funny enough, we told that to Frederick from Opet, and he said, "Oh, you're not the first band that call working title Opet, but okay, it's fine. We like our Opet better."
Cyber God is talking about the technology that goes on that people use to do type of cyberbullying that goes on, as far as not only cyberbullying, but people just feel empowered. The fact they're anonymous behind a keyboard and able to spat out tons of complete bullshit, whether it be true or not, from a position where they feel safe and secure, and they feel this position of being omnipotent, you know, a god over the internet, and bullying and battling people and not putting much consideration to what they're saying. So it's just babble that people go on and they feel this empowerment, but it's actually just a false empowerment over, you know, hiding behind technology and using this in a way where it's hurtful for a lot of people in many ways. But at the same time, it's just very weak and very cowardly, even though they feel the sense of being a god, you know, over the internet.
There it is. We have a Machine Messiah. Look out for our touring cycle, sepultura.com.br or Facebook Sepultura, Nuclear Blast. Thank everybody that supports Sepultura for more than 32 years. We're very happy with this album, and see you all on the road. Thank you.
Yes.